ground ball by number 6 there for Episcopal. Nice save by Jack Morris. Scots with the clear. There's the ball. Duncan Hilke with the pickup.
Carter Sutton on the alley dodge. We've got numbers. Hunt Henry coming in. Tip ball. Looks like it's going to retain Highland Park.
Parker Addison behind the net.
Runs up the right hash. Shot off the post.
Good shot. Good save by the post. Ball out to Highland Park.
Good solid ride there by Highland Park. Walker Sutton getting in the stick on the play, forcing the turnover. In checks number 10, Jackson McGinley. Number 4, Walker Sutton. Looks like he's going to auto off. Wyatt Miller, 15 on, and 29, Bodie Parra. So our traditional second line is out.
I believe that's Colton Highland.
Excuse me, Colton Highland. You are correct.
Good. Bad pass. Turnover Scots.
Jackson Bond with the defense. Ben Owens is getting the scheduled night off, so Jackson Bond, 24, is in the starting lineup. Jackson Bond, of course, is a junior committed to North Carolina. Highland over to Addison. Looks like they're going to do a big little here with Parker Addison. Jackson coming over to set the screen. Over to Wyatt Miller, over to Hash Brown. Back to Wyatt Miller, over to Parker Addison. Looks like they're going to run it again here. Parker behind X. Back up to Jackson McGinley. Swinging around to Colton Highland. Going down, roll back. Wyatt Miller. Back to Hash Brown, down the alley, dodge. He's a lefty. Thought maybe we might get a shot there. Back to Duncan Zelke, works it over to Wyatt Miller. Ball down, got dislodged. Good defensive play by Episcopal as they look to push in transition.
He's number 1 for Episcopal. Good defense right there.
That's Devin Debs. He is a commit to Oberlin. Showing you why there. Good defense, good clear by Devin. Excellent play on that side of the field for the Episcopal Maroons. Number 11's got the ball, Gavin Lewis. Gavin is a junior. He is committed to Providence as well. So look for him to be involved on the offensive zone of the game today. Number 10, Nate Tesner, probing.
Maybe some early issues with the turf. See some guys slipping out there, still getting used to the surface.
There is, and I think it's something to note here that this is Episcopal's final, technically it's a scrimmage tonight. It is not a game for either one of these players. It's Episcopal's final scrimmage of the preseason. Their actual slate of games start up later this week in terms of their win-loss record. So we've got a couple of clubs that are in a little bit of different positions in terms of the amount of lacrosse that they played this year. And so we'll have to keep an eye. I would think that we'd see Episcopal become more efficient throughout the game as they just get a little more game reps here early in the season. Brandon Lilly's checked in, number 7 with the ball. Going down, drops his shoulder.
Turns back, got a flag on the field.
There is a flag on the field. Looks like we've got a free play. Duncan Zelke comes in with the shot.
Save. Here we go. We'll start the man up.
Save, number 26, goalie. The nice save there. And that's Tate Donaldson. He is a junior with a nice save, looking sharp early in the game. Our man unit is going to be Parker Addison, Carter Sutton, Duncan Zelke, Hunt Henry, and Harrison Hashbrown Brown.
And Paxton Smith.
And Paxton Smith. We've got multiple Harrisons. Number 3, y'all following along at home, is Harrison Brown. He's affectionately known as Hashbrown. Around.
Oh, nice shot.
Excellent movement by the Highland Park Scots.
Parker Addison with the goal there, number 8.
Carter Sutton with an excellent feed in underneath. Parker Addison puts it on the top right shelf.
Tough angled shot there from Parker. That was a nice look.
Episcopal got behind the ball a little bit there, and Highland Park did a good job swinging around. In the face-off, we've got number
18.
6, Henry Cunningham. He is committed to Colgate, and for Highland Park, J.R. Feria, number 18, is taking his face-off, and he is committed
to Williams.
No, to UMass. UMass Minutemen up there in the A10. So Highland Park's got a two-headed monster on the face-offs. We've got sophomore Owen Leszewski, who took the first one, and junior J.R. Feria. So we'll see a steady dose of those two, probably taking more reps here tonight.
Got Matthew Park on the defense end of the field, making an appearance for the Scots, number 70.
Matthew Park is a junior defensive midi. Looks like they're going to go right after Matthew, the shorty there with the feet inside, loose ball. Jackson Bond picks it up, running up the left side, circles back wisely to Jack Morse, using his goalie there as Highland Park sets up their clear. Over the top to Matthew Park, down to Hashbrown. Looks like early offense. Highland Park wants to go. High bounce shot. Good stuff
nice save by the goalie.
Back up by number 19, Duncan's. No, we have got, maybe. Looks like the ref made a couple of calls there, but it is going to go to Episcopal.
Number 16 with the ball for Episcopal. Turns it over to Duncan Zelke.
Pushing
Break.
it down. Shot
just a little wide.
High. Duncan Zelke is 0 for 2 tonight. 2 shots, 1 good stop, 1 over the top. Looks like we are in the Bulldog ride. It's a 10-man ride. I don't know if they're going to consider that a shot or not.
They gave it to Episcopal.
They do give that to Episcopal. That was out of bounds by 20 yards there. So Highland Park put on a 10-man ride, and the defender there took a shot over the goal, and Episcopal backed it up wisely and goes to set up their offense.
Jackson Bond on the coverage. Sticking to his man, number 7 well.
Matthew Park's out there pressing out 35 yards from the goal.
Jackson. Oh, sorry, that was Cade Hamner with the double.
Nice run out by Jack Morris. Highland Park will see if they can successfully clear again. They've got a open player, Matthew Parks. Again, moves it down to Hash Brown on the left side. Thinks about going early. Coach has other ideas. We slow it down. And here is Carter Sutton with the head of steam coming down over to Ben Boyer.
Tough pass. Ben, nice catch.
Ben Boyer is our LSM. You will see him down on the offensive zone quite a bit. He is a very skilled player. Senior, will be playing at University of Virginia next year, following a steady stream of Highland Park Scots attending the University of Virginia. There's Carter Sutton with a really nice low, hard shot. Good alley
Right off
dodge.
the pipe. Nice.
Right off the pipe. Good alley dodge there by Carter Sutton. He's got a good hard shot. Really strong, quick wrist and input.
Been having a good season, Carter has.
Get a lot on it. Carter's had a great season. He's really starting to come into his own. Really starting to figure out the right time to dodge. Coach is starting to respond.
So maybe put your mic closer.
A lot of trust.
They say y'all sound muted, so maybe mic's closer to mouth.
Ground ball there. It looks like
Dean
that's
Doolin picking
Dean
it up.
Doolin. Duncan thinks about shooting, decides better of it, and pulls it up.
Back out top to Jackson McGinley.
And Wyatt Miller checking in. We understand we sounded muted. Hopefully we've made an adjustment here and you guys can hear us better. If not, let Kevin Allen know.
Apologies for that, y'all. You're missing the gold.
You guys may count yourself lucky here. So. There's Jackson McGinley looking over. Just a high pass there. Wyatt's got a bead on it. Can't quite catch up to it. Highland Park's going to set up their ride. Highland Park not in their 10-man ride, but more of a three-quarter.
Big collision in the middle.
Number 10 is,
Walker Sutton.
looks
Feeling
like
the
that
worst
was
of that.
Wyatt Miller down to Duncan Zelke, who gets stonewalled at the goal. What a beautiful stop there. Goalie playing very well this evening.
Does y'all's hotspot have AT&T? I'm getting 414 down just from my cell phone.
We're in the middle of the show. Yeah.
This is game on, right?
Yeah.
Number 11's coming in, hard shot, and Jack Morris with the stop. Up to Parks. Parks is moving forward with it.
I'm getting 414.
Looking to push.
Have AT&T?
He's got Ash Brown with the
Side net.
side net. This game's starting to open up a little bit. Play moving back and forth with some transition opportunities. Highland Park unable to capitalize on the last two open transition
I
opportunities.
have the local report. I'm going to upload it to YouTube right after this. I'm trying.
Griffin Hamner, 34 out. Harrison Wheeler back to Griffin Hamner's out there on number 7. Big shot by number 11, Gavin Lewis.
Side
Just
net.
hits the side of the net. Good outlet pass to Jackson Bond. Jackson can run. He plays wide receiver as well in the offseason for the Highland Park Scots as an outside wide receiver. So you will see him push it in transition when given the opportunity. Number 5 checks in Henrik Johnson, the junior. Highland Park looks like maybe they were offsides, and they were, and they got called on it. Episcopal goes and pushes in transition. Jack Bonello with the ball on the right side there, taking it behind X. Jack Bonello and Harrison Wheeler both play club ball together, so those two know each other well. I'm sure they're enjoying this contest tonight as they match up with one another. That's Bodie Parra out there. Number 9, Mac Dixon has checked into the ball game. You'll see him there on the right side. He is a Monmouth commit. A good junior pole for Highland Park. And it looks like that is the end of the quarter. Score, I believe, is 2-0. We don't have a scoreboard here, but I believe we've got
2-0 is the score.
Carter Sutton with the goal and Parker Addison with the goal. Henry Cunningham, the goalie. Henry Cunningham's a face-off player. Tate Donaldson, the goalie there for Episcopal, has really done a nice job keeping them in the game today. Stonewalling the Highland Park Scots on 2 or 3 really close shots, giving his team a chance to stay close as they get their sea legs under them.
Bit of a choppy first quarter, I'd say. Number of turnovers and slips. Look for the teams to settle in a little bit more here in the second quarter.
Yeah, as we talked about and alluded to earlier, this is Episcopal's final scrimmage before they start their regular season. So they're working in their players, they're working in their sets, and I would assume that as the game goes along, they're going to tune up their sharpness on the offensive zone. They've got a number of players here that are committed to good Division I programs. You've got number 7 Chase Brazant, who's going to Utah. Of course, we've talked about Jack Bonello, who's had a shot or two going to Providence. Gavin Lewis, Hudson Owens as well. So we have a number of really talented offensive players here for Episcopal. So look for them to get on the board here, or at least to stay aggressive. We're going to switch sides here, and it's J.R. Feria, 18, coming out to take the face-off for Highland Park. Ben Boyer's on the wing, number 33, with 14, Harrison Cullum, your short stick. D-Mitty on the far side. Harrison Wheeler, Jackson Bond, and Conrad Noble is in for the Highland Park Scots. Conrad Noble down there, 26.
Easy to find at 6'6".
Ben Boyer comes across with the ground ball. Finds Conrad. Back to Jack Morris. Back up to Ben Boyer. Scott's showing a lot of patience, not forcing their clear, looking for their open man, and there he is. Harrison Cullum brings it into the box. Gets it down to Duncan Zelke on the right side. Gets underneath. Decides not to pull the trigger. Moves it back out up top. Jackson Bond on the offensive zone. Down to Parker Addison. Down to Harrison Brown. Running on the left side here. Looks like they're going to do a bit of an isolation for him. Decide not to. Paxton Smith, 21, checks in. That's Carter Sutton over there on the far side, probing and pushing things around. Parker Addison back to Sutton, back to Paxton Smith, to Hunt Henry, 20 on the near side. Coming down to Harrison Brown. Highland Park looks to move it around and settle in. Looks like they're looking for a good long possession, patient possession. Looking for the right shot coming out of the halftime or the quarter there.
Nice
Duncan
move by Duncan.
Zelke.
Nice shot, Duncan.
Duncan Zelke there coming down the right side. Was able to find a little
top right corner.
Little space in the top right. Good to see him on the board after missing his first couple of shots.
James Allen and Connor McCutcheon checking in on the attack now.
You'll notice the Highland Park is rotating a number of players through. They are on their 9th game in the last 4 weeks, in addition to having an extremely deep roster. So look for a lot of players to get some time tonight as the coaching staff layers in additional phases of their offense, their defense this week. getting everybody involved. This is also a great time for some of the players to get some game experience, to make a case to the coaches for extended playing time once we head back to Dallas. So it's a really multifaceted trip here, beyond just the wins and losses for the Highland Park Scots this week.
Behind the net, James Allen. Got handcuffed there on the pass.
Yeah, just a tough pass there. Just handcuffed James Allen. James Allen, number 17, really a true ex-attackman, a junior. You'll see him jitterbug back and forth behind the goal there. He really likes to distribute. Jack Morris with just a fantastic
Athletic
save.
play.
Jack Morris, this 3-year starting middle linebacker for the Highland Park Scots, shows you why. Makes it just a tremendous save there.
Committed to Brown.
That's right. He is committed to Brown to play football. We got Connor McCutcheon, who gets one in. Connor McCutcheon.
Good shot by 13 there.
Number 13, Connor McCutcheon, is our right-handed attackman. And you'll see him working on that right bottom side. He's probably one of our more accurate shooters here on the team. And so when you give him some time and space and he gets his hands free, oftentimes you'll see that ball in the back of the net just like you did there. Good to see Connor get on the board early.
Always good for those attackmen to get that early goal, get them in the flow of the game.
It is absolutely good for that.
It's a face-off violation by Episcopal.
After Highland Park lost the first couple of face-offs, it looks like they've won the last 2 or 3 in a row. We don't have the exact stats here, but certainly looks like the face-off has evened out. Good sign for the Highland Park Scots. Not such a great sign if you are an Episcopal fan there. You would like to see those face-offs get to the offensive side of the zone where all of their talented players are awaiting the ball there.
Little two-man game behind the net.
We got Hash Brown
Harrison
moving it
Burns,
up the right side, spins around.
Bodie Para.
Bodie Parra, really talented junior, can score from a lot of different places. There you see Ben Boyer, our long stick midi, hanging around the offensive zone. He's been known to put one in. James Allen here lines it up. It looks like he's going to have a go at it. They've cleared it out for him. Spins, comes up the right side, early slide over to
Jackson McGinley up to Bodie Para. Now over to Harrison
J.R.
Brown.
Fair is out. In comes Heinrich Johnson, number 5. Heinrich Johnson. You'll see him playing offensive midi today. Left-handed player. You will also see him running some left attacks. So look for Heinrich. Really good player moving off ball. Really smooth, really skilled player. Had a hat trick, I believe, in the last game against Cassia Hall here on Sunday. So there's Connor. It looks like he's got a flag down. That's going to be a hold on Episcopal. Connor briefly juggled the ball, but got it back.
Up top to Brandon Lilly now.
Brandon coming down the left side, decides to change direction. Skip pass over to Hash Brown. This is where Hash Brown really likes to go to work, is on this left GLE. Here, look for him to come up top and get his left-handed shot off, and there it is. Another good stop there by the goalie. The flag is down, and the man-up unit comes on. So a little change this year from last year with the man-up unit, with some players graduating. We've got Carter Sutton is new to the man-up unit this year, and Hunt Henry, number 20, committed to Duke University, will be following in his father's footsteps. Great player there in his own right, All-American. Hunter Henry for Duke, but number 20, Hunt Henry, on the man-up unit as well. Hash Brown over to Paxton Smith, 21, good bounce shot. Another really nice stop by the goalie. He has been the Episcopal MVP of the game so far, without a doubt. Paxton Smith with a good ride. Conrad Noble creating a lot of pressure up there. Hunter Henry coming over, and now it's got the ball safely into Jack Bonello's hands, matched up by Harrison Wheeler. Again, those two, same club team, know a lot about each other. really looking forward to seeing those two go one-on-one today. Number 11 is checked in. That's Pierce Powers. Pierce is new to the Highland Park program, moved into the neighborhood here over the summer. Certainly excited about him and his skill set. He is committed to Holy Cross of the Patriot League up in Worcester, Massachusetts. Just a junior. Gets a pick there. Hard shot by number 11 right off the post. That's Gavin Lewis making things happen there for Episcopal. Number 5 with a really nice shot. That's Tate Wardell. Just missed the top right corner by 3 or 4 inches. Really good looking left-handed shot there. Jack Manella got a step on him, just sent it just a hair wide. Paxton Smith picks up the trash on the far side and looks to clear. Up to James Allen working on the right side. We've got James Allen, who will be playing the X. We've got Connor McCutcheon, number 13. He'll be playing the right, which means 19, Duncan Zelke, will move over to the left-hand side. Duncan manned the left side for the last couple of years, and with the emergence of Harrison Brown, has moved over to the X and right position that he shares with Parker Addison. Tough pass there. Wyatt Miller's in it.
Collision in the middle.
Ground
down,
ball.
nice.
Looks like we picked it up.
James Allen up top.
This is Colton Highland, 29, moves it down to Duncan Zelke, who pushes up the right side. Step down for Wyatt Miller, just a bit outside. Good backup by James Allen. Let's see if the coaches allow James to go to work. And we've got a timeout.
Episcopal.
Timeout Episcopal. There's something that the Episcopal coaches didn't like, whether that was a rotation or whether this is just an opportunity for a teaching moment here as they get ready for their season. We're not sure, but there was something there that the coaches were pretty adamantly calling for a timeout there, Rob. Game tonight is being played here at FC Naples Stadium, a gorgeous facility. Rained a lot today. Earlier in the day, the clouds have cleared. It's a little breezy, but
a nice evening.
68, nice evening, no bugs.
Under the lights.
Lights are on. We've got multiple teams coming in and out of the stadium, watching these guys as a lot of these teams will play later on in the week. Really good-looking field, really good-looking facility. Really has a lot of positive experiences by the players and the coaching staff so far at Trilogy. Certainly want to commend them for starting the week off well, and looks like they're going to put on a great week for us. Vista Bank, as always, is our title sponsor. Certainly could not run this program without them. Are very appreciative of Vista Bank entrepreneurs, banking entrepreneurs. Looks like Duncan Zelke is going to start with the ball down behind X. We got Jackson McGinley, Wyatt Miller, Colton Highland, and Connor McCutcheon. Connor McCutcheon's on the low crease. We got another slash. Looks like 15. Put a stick in the back of Duncan Zelke there. He's rubbing a little dirt on it. We're moving it around. There's James Allen to Jackson McGinley, to Wyatt Miller, who lost the ball momentarily, has stayed with it, and lost the ball here. Looks like we're going to go man up. Highland Park, number 15 with the slash. He's got a 1 minute in the sin bin. Looked like maybe that was a little bit of a frustration foul there. Duncan Zelke was moving away from the goal, 15, 18 yards, looking to move it around, was not really in a scoring position or a scoring threat. And the Episcopal player just gave him a little love tap, a little too hard in the back of the kidneys there.
Parker up to Harrison Brown here, up top now to Paxton Smith, over to Hunt Henry. Scott's working it around.
Paxton Smith up top, Harrison Brown down to Duncan Zelke, looking around. Skip pass, knocked down by 27. Picked up by number 2.
Episcopal pushing the pace with the man down.
Logan Fruworth, and he
puts that just a little bit high.
Just a little bit high. I was looking down at my notes and I missed that play. Thank you, Rob. Was not quite sure what happened there. Number 10 has the ball, Nate Tenzer. He is a junior.
Episcopal with the ball up top on the left.
Back to Gavin
Mac
Lewis,
Dixon.
who's alley dodges down the left. He's inside, or uncorks a right-handed shot and just sails it wide of the goal by 6 inches there. Good looking shot.
Conrad Noble on the ball behind the cage.
Number 7 dances behind there. Jack Bonello comes, slips behind the field. That's a second or third slip that we've seen here, Rob. This turf is cut short for soccer, and it may just be a little bit slick with these lacrosse cleats. Something to keep an eye on. Jack Morris, outlet pass to Paxton Smith. Ooh,
Big hit by number 2.
big collision, and we
There's
got
a
a flag down. Number 2 there did a little head hunting and was successful with it. A little too much for the referee's liking, and put a flag down on him. Will probably be an illegal body check here at the next stoppage of play. We'll keep an eye on that. Hunt Henry with the ball with the alley dodge down the right. Looks to roll to the inside. He's
up.
He's got a double. He's got to move it.
Got another flag down on the
We
field.
have got another flag here. Looks like referee may have stopped that play. Not quite sure why that play was stopped, unless that penalty was on the Highland Park staff. Hunt had that ball and was rolling down the right alley, so we're not quite sure what the stoppage of play is for, or if there's a second flag on the play. But
Like some pleasantries exchanged. Number 2, as he went off the field with the Highland Parks, taking exception to that hit on Paxton Smith.
yeah, that was a good one there, and you could hear it all the way up here in the last row of the stands. The referee's going to come over and explain what's going on. All right, we have got 2 penalties here, Rob. Number 2, who laid that big hit on Paxton, got an unsportsmanlike 2-minute locked-in penalty, and then we had an additional 1-minute slash penalty as well on Episcopal. So we're going to be 4-on-6 for at least the next minute or until they score, and then we'll be 5-on-6 for an additional minute as well as that first penalty is locked in. Duncan Zelke up top, moving it over to Hunt Henry. Sends it down to Parker Addison behind X. Up to Sutton, who has got a 1 goal tonight. To Duncan Zelke, back up to Carter. Down to Parker behind X, surveying around. There's a good-looking shot there by Carter Sutton. Looked like that may have got deflected, actually, but a nice step down from 10 yards there. Hash Brown coming over, working left. Back to Duncan Zelke, puts a really nice pass
Good
into
save.
Parker Addison, and again, goalie on the doorstep. That may be a new goalie there. Hard to see the numbers, but I believe that is a new goalie there. I don't recognize the red cleats from last time, but I may be mistaken.
Nice
we'll
turnover
keep an eye
there
on
from
that.
Scott's.
Hold it. They're going to hold it here. That's going to be the end of the first half, and that was a big turnover for Episcopal there. We are man up still, which is going to allow Highland Park to start the third quarter with the ball.
33 is a new goalie for
33 is
Episcopal.
a new goalie, Van Seagrave. He is a senior, and he made a really nice stop there on the doorstep of Parker Addison. So well done on that save, Van. For all the Episcopal fans that are joining us, we certainly welcome you, and hopefully you've gotten the link to come and watch this if you haven't been able to make the beautiful trip down to Naples. We're certainly appreciative of you tuning in, and we'll try and call them as fair as we can here from the couple of Highland Park dads.
The Scots out early, 4-0 at the end of the first quarter. Good start for the Scots.
We want to thank Game On Sports for, again, putting together just a fantastic production here. They've followed the team out from Dallas to live stream this for the fans back in Dallas and up in Virginia as well. I believe we've got the drone flying here. Or it was, if it's not too windy, it's been up and down. Hopefully you guys are getting to see some clips there. They'll be with us all week testing out that drone and working on their production here. So thankful to Game On Sports for making the trip out. Episcopal finished last year at 9-9. They're right at 500. They play in a really nice league of the IAC, one of the well-known leagues there in the DC Metroplex area. In there along with Landon, who won that league for the Highland Park Scots. That's the same Landon team that came down and gave us a hell of a game last year, beating us 9-7 on a really fun game. Georgetown Prep came in second last year there. Bullis came in third, with Episcopal coming in fourth. Again, 9-9 last year for the Episcopal, as they are looking to build on that record and compete in a very, very competitive Virginia and Maryland conference up there. Your Highland Park Scots continue their road warrior status here. They've made 2 trips to Houston, overnight trips to Houston so far this year. We played 2 teams from Austin, played Cassia Hall from Oklahoma, played a really, really good Culver team to a loss 9-7 on a home battle there. And then have 3 contests up here in Naples. We have tonight versus Episcopal, tomorrow night versus St. Andrews, a really good public Florida school. We expect a lot of excellent athletes in that game. I would expect that game to be up and down. And then they finish out the trip here with a Thursday night game against IMG Prep. And we played IMG the last 2 years. 2023, they spanked us pretty good, and we were able to get the better of them last year. So that'll be a nice rubber game on Thursday before the Highland Park Scots head home, have about 10 days off to recuperate, and then the rivalry, the West Coast rivalry game of Torrey Pines comes into Highlander Stadium. Friday night action, not to be missed there. And that is before the Highland Park Scots step in and start their league play, Fast and Furious in April. Certainly want to take a moment here and thank some of the sponsors here that we can't do it without you. Rob?
Yep, we got Vista Bank, of course, our title sponsor. Very appreciative of what they do. JSX, Allred Harris, and Sewell Automotive Group. Thank you to all our sponsors. Appreciate all the support.
So in the second half here with the Highland Park Scots up 4-0, and this being an official scrimmage, I would look for Coach Presser to begin to mix and match some of his lineups a little bit. Use this second half to get some guys some game action. You know, he really appreciates getting game feedback. A lot of these boys have been working really hard in practice, so the opportunity for them to make their case in a game action for whether it's additional playing time or moving up a depth chart or something along those lines, it's a really important facet of this trip here. And if you talk to Coach Pressler, it's probably in tonight's scheme probably a little more important than who comes out with the W and who comes out with the loss. You know, Coach Pressler typically is looking to get multiple benefits out of every action. Certainly this game, there is more going on in terms of his evaluation than the final scoreboard will dictate. And that probably rings true here with Rob with the Episcopal as well, with this being their final tune-up before their season starts.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to work in some players. Long seasons for both these teams. Always good to get those guys in, get them some work. Never know who you're going to need as the season goes on.
Looks like we have got another goalie who is warming up down there for Episcopal. Can't see his jersey number. Looks like number 2, but that may be a practice jersey. So not sure if we have him on our roster. Again, Episcopal didn't have their official roster posted on their website, so we are working with what we could get. So we certainly apologize to the Episcopal fans if we've mispronounced your son's name or, God forbid, we're calling a player the wrong name based on our roster. But we are trying to do the best that we can here with what we have to work with. So, man up.
Starting with the ball, no face-off, and a man up.
So it looks like we are 5-on-6. So the original 2-minute locked-in penalty is still in play, but the 1-minute slash has expired. So we are 6-on-5, working it around. That is Henrik Johnson, number 5 on the man-up unit. Again, this is just what we were talking about at halftime, about Coach Presser wanting to see some different players in here. Carter Sutton with a good hard shot, but number 5, Henrik Johnson, is in here for a man-up opportunity, his first opportunity to man-up this year. Ball down here.
Good pickup by Henrik Johnson.
Henrik Johnson saves the ball. That certainly can't help his cause. Hunter Henry comes in with a good feed to
nice
Parker
pass.
Addison inside. Number 15 with a really good stick check out. Parker Addison took a good shot there in the back. Was perhaps looking for a call. The referee said no dice.
That might have been a Charlie horse there.
Yeah, we'll see. He's moving a little slow. We'll see what coach does here. We'll see how long Parker. He's limping pretty good. Would not be surprised if he subs out, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Parker Addison is out. James Allen in for him for the offensive zone on the offensive side. Harrison Wheeler lining up Jack Bonello, 22-on-22. Jack working up the left side, up to number 10, Nate Tenzer. Works the right-hand side. You got Hunt Henry on the defensive side. Good pass, number 11, Gavin Lewis. Just couldn't quite make the grab, but really nice feed there across the middle. Just couldn't quite finish the play
Good
for
pickup by
Episcopal.
Cade Hammer. We got a new goalie in for the Scots, too. We got Walker Fitzgerald in.
There
It's actually known as Brisket.
There is a Brisket sighting.
And Episcopal with their first goal.
And a bounce shot there. Just gets over the stick of Brisket.
22, is that Jack Bonello?
22, Jack Bonello. Providence commit, 2025. Really good, strong player, athletic. You saw him make that steal there at midfield, come down and take a nice 15-yard high bounce shot to the near post. Walker Fitzgerald, left-handed goalie, so that's opposite and high for him. Tough stop. Owen Leszewski out to face. Owen Leszewski with a good win there. Successful clear over midfield. Hash Brown clears the way and circles up for him. On offense, we have Duncan Zelke taking over, looks to be the right-hand attack spot for Parker Addison. You've got James Allen moving to the X and Hash Brown running to the left. Here's James Allen dancing behind. Gets a good lift check on 15. Ball is down, and Episcopal has the ball. Not quite the start the Highland Park Scots were looking for. Duncan Zelke, 19, with the ride. Number 6 with a good clear. That is the face-off man, Henry Cunningham, who got caught on defense there, played a full shift to defense, and ended up clearing like a defensive midi. So good shift there for Henry Cunningham, the Colgate commit for Episcopal. This is Will Jacoby coming down the right side, swinging it over to number 23, back to 25. Roll back to the middle, looking to get a left-handed shot
Good
off.
defense by Dean Doolin right there. Playing short stick D-midi, stood up his man a couple times.
Yeah, Dean Doolin started this year, just a sophomore, started this year as a two-way midi, was moved to defensive midi, and has done a really nice job. Griffin Hamner closes the door there on number 7, who was looking to take advantage of him. Griffin Hamner says, no dice, not today. And they continue to move it around. Jack Bonello with a good hard bounce shot. Brisket with the save. Ooh.
Nice grab. That was close.
Harrison Wheeler coming down on the right-hand side. Harrison Wheeler is not afraid to put one in the back of the goal. He is a fun deep hole to watch on the offensive zone. We got Bodie Parr coming down with the head of steam. Jackson McGinley with the big hit in the middle. He is down. The Episcopal bench is on their feet. They like that hit. The referee said that's clean. 15 with the bounce shot. I think that was a little bit of hard turf there, and 15 feet over the goal.
Episcopal definitely bringing the lumber today. They are a physical bunch.
They are not afraid to hit in the middle of that field. Jackson McGinley looks to be okay on the sidelines here. Number 11 moving left side. That's Harrison Cullum, 14, the short stick, doing some good work on him. Jack Bonello's got the corner, jump shot. There it is, top left corner for Jack Bonello.
It's at 4-2, Scots.
Again, top high side left there on Brisket. Stick side, puts it in the top corner. Good hard shot from them. It was really, he got a couple steps on that right side. The slide was a little bit late coming. Able to get his hands free and put that in the back of the net. J.R. Faria out to face. J.R. Faria, excuse me. And he has got a nice win. Henrik Johnson, just like we were talking about earlier, has moved over to the lefty spot, number 5, along with James Allen at X and Connor McCutcheon on the right-hand side. So we've got 3 really talented attackmen and 3 juniors. Bodie Parra up with the ball on the top right-hand side. Bodie dodges down the right and circles back to the left. Colton Highland with the ball. In comes Brandon Lilly, number 7, with the full head of steam coming out of the box. Back to James Allen, 17. Over to Brandon Lilly. Colton Highland. Back to Lilly. Left alley dodge. Look to feed inside and a stop by number 33.
Goalie snagged that right out of the air.
Yeah, Van Seagrave there took the pass away. Good play on his part there. Episcopal with the successful clear. Defensively, we've got Pierce Powers, number 11, picking up the ball. Brandon Lilly, number 7. Harrison Wheeler. Conrad Noble. And Griffin Hamner, 34. Along with 14, Harrison Cullum. Harrison Cullum with the ball. Gavin Lewis moves it over to Jack Bonello. Jack sweeps over the top here. Moves it to Chase Brazant. Chase Brazant is a Utah commit, junior here. Left side going to work. Roll back inside. Good slide by Harrison Wheeler. Shut down that window. Thought maybe he was going to get a shot there. Number 5's coming. Left alley dodge. Gets his hands free. Good stop by Brisket. The chase out is going to be, it's going to stay in, excuse me. Jack Bonello with the ball. Gets underneath the side. Hands are free. That is on the side of the goal. Brisket looks to clear. Over to Griffin Hamner. Outside of the one misstep there on the clearing game, the Scots have been very good on the clear tonight. I believe they've only had one misstep. That led to actually a goal by Jack Bonello. But again, don't have the official stats, but we have to be close to 9 for 10. 90% on a night like tonight will be just fine for the Highland Park Scots. Paxton Smith down the alley. James Allen.
Nice shot.
Paxton Smith with a really nice alley dodge coming down the side. James Allen from X sneaks around the side.
Top left corner.
Beautiful catch. Puts it in the top corner before the goalie can really make that slide. Excellent, excellent play by the Highland Park Scots. And after 2 goals for Episcopal, exactly what the Scots needed. Back on top 5-2 here. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Owen Lecheski on the face.
Owen, just a sophomore, battling hard. Ground ball is in. 1.
Good pickup by Episcopal, pushing the
number
play.
Number 20 really has some speed on number 20 there. Drew Vercher, junior LSM, picked that ball up and turned the corner, really turned on the Jets, put the Highland Park Scots in a difficult position, but they were able to get inside the hub, clog up the middle, and push Episcopal out there to the outside.
Mac Dixon on the ball now, number 9.
Will Jacoby and Jack Jester passing back and forth up here to Hayes King on the right side. Moves it down through to Jack Bonello on the right side. We'll see if Jack wants to operate again. He chooses to move it up top to Jack Jester. Jack with the full head of steam comes to the right side. Little miscommunication on the pass. Parks does a really nice job pushing in the back there. You'll see a lot of kids pushing the back. And you'll see a lot of kids pushing in the back there. Matthew Parks does a really nice job resisting that, letting the play continue naturally. And Highland Park got that ball back with playing without the stick and then turned it over. I wasn't sure. It's got to be some sort of offsides.
Good
Brisket
save.
with the save. Number 21, Colton Maddox. Colton Maddox is a freshman. If you've heard that Maddox name, his father runs Mad Lax. And so a lot of you Dallas folks have run through the Mad Lax program at a time or two. And Colton is the youngest of 3, 2 older brothers at SMU playing club ball there. Number 10, Jackson McGinley. No. Yes. That is Jackson McGinley. Good to see Jackson McGinley back in there after that big hit. Looks to be fine. Wyatt Miller coming across with the sweep dodge on the right.
James Allen taking it around.
James Allen stops.
Oh, he's inside.
James Allen working behind the X, looking for an open feeder. That's really James Allen's game there. He really loves to feed from behind the X there. You can see his head's always up. Colton dodging the spins, Jackson McGinley over to Wyatt Miller. Just a little bit of a bobble ball down.
Nice grab by Henrik Johnson with another ground ball.
That's two really nice ground balls by Henrik Johnson, making the most out of his time. You can see he's always active. If you watch number 5 off ball, he's always moving. Look
Good
for
wheels
James
on that
Allen
kid.
to see
He
if
can
we
run
can.
well.
Yes, he can. He's a good player for the Highland Park Scots. There he is, dodging down the right side, moving it down to James Allen. Looks like Wyatt Miller's going to have a go. Coming up the left side, rolls right, feeds into Jackson McGinley, who just couldn't quite get on his stick. Number 2 is going to push that upfield again. That's Logan Fruworth. Good-looking athlete there for Logan. Was able to scoop up the ground ball, clear it out, and Episcopal set up their offense. Ben Boyer back in. Number 33, Jackson McGinley stays on as a two-way midi. Number 10 is in.
Harrison Cullum on the ball now.
Harrison Wheeler with a really nice stick on the ball there. Ball is on the turf. Harrison Wheeler picks it up. Great ground ball. Throws a fake.
Good long stick check by Conrad Noble there. That's 6'6" frame.
Yeah, he's got
Reaching
that
out there.
wingspan. He can really reach out and touch those balls. Bodie Para here, 23, with a good ground ball / low pass. Was able to control that in traffic, scoop it up, and retain possession for the Highland Park Scots. Good to see there on Bodie. Good, solid play. Something that you want to see out of your two-way middies. Jackson McGinley up top. Brandon Lilly over here on the left side, number 7. Bodie Parr's coming in. Alley dodge down the right. Number 5 does a really nice job. Tate Wardell. James Allen, he's got a half step on the corner. Decides to move it around. Jackson McGinley with the dodge down the right side. Brandon Lilly, 2 seconds left in the quarter, and that is going to end it. At the end of 3, your Highland Park Scots 5, Episcopal 2. Rob, what's your thoughts on that third quarter in terms of how the Scots adjusted after those 2 quick goals for Episcopal? And
Yeah, that was good to see. They looked like there was some up and down, little scattered play there to start. They settled in, got that goal back. Always good. Moving guys in and out probably takes a little while to find that chemistry. So Scott's looking good. I think they should be happy with this performance thus far. See if they can close it out here.
yeah, we've got 15 minutes to go here. I guess 12-minute quarters.
Yeah, that's a good question. Josh, I'm not sure. 12-minute running?
I'm not sure if we're doing 12-minute quarters here or not, but we've got a little bit of time left. We'll let you know here as soon as this fourth quarter starts. It'll start here at a minute 07 as the break in between quarters here. You've got Garrett Ledman over here really talking to his
Offensive unit.
offensive unit. Garrett is our first-year offensive coordinator here, and he's really starting to make some inroads with this offensive unit. You talk to the attackmen, you talk to the O-middies, and they really enjoy playing for him. A very good technical coach, obviously storied career, but look for him to continue to build on the offense that he's putting in here this week. I would expect him to use this time to add layers and nuances and build upon the foundation that he's put together here, Rob.
Scott's just blessed with an embarrassment of riches in the coaching ranks. Matt Dunn, Garrett Ledman, obviously Coach Pressler, Matt Stover, the goalie. Just great staff. It's really benefited the boys. You can tell just the lacrosse IQ and the small things, just so much cleaner.
Yeah, you can really tell the amount of film that comes over and the amount of teaching that this staff does. You can tell that they really enjoy developing these kids and turning them from good athletes to good lacrosse players. You can tell that they're very, very passionate about it, and they all seem to have a great relationship with the boys that they are coaching.
Yeah, excellent communicators. That's what you talk to the team. That's what it sounds like. The coaches, great job of communicating with the boys.
It looks like JR is out to take our face off. No, we have
that's
Pierce Powers,
Powers.
number 11, our LSM and Holy Cross commit. We saw him take a number of face-offs last Sunday against Cassia Hall, and it looks like he is going to be our long stick face-off guy. So if we get in a position where we need to pull that out in a meaningful game, it looks like Pierce is getting some good reps here.
Yeah, quick hands on Pierce, and quick feet.
Quick feet, can run like an absolute deer. High motor kid, good kid, great family. Highland Park, Coach Pressler could not be more excited about having him part of the program.
Joined us from Avon Old Farms.
Avon Old Farms, and he's going to be an important part for the Scots, not only this year, but next year as well, as he is just a junior. So we're thrilled to have him. Here's Jackson McGinley moving it down to Henrik Johnson. Henrik Johnson running that left side, number 5.
Scott's got numbers. Oh, nice shot by Henrik Johnson.
There he is right there, making
15-foot bouncer.
Making the most of his opportunities. Has some time and space there on the wing. Steps down, hits a really nice bounce shot. High opposite side corner of the goalie's stick. Near side corner. Just an absolute beautiful shot there. Something that you'd love to see for Henrik.
Henrik having himself a game tonight.
He is, and he is coming off that hat trick coming off from Sunday. So he is building on his time. He's got 2 really nice ground balls and now puts one in the goal. Good to see that.
Battle at the face-off.
JR is battling tough. 27 picks it up. Carson Cowburn is a junior.
Episcopal going to set up their offense here and see if they can't work it around. Finishing their substitution package.
Nice ground ball there for Carson as Episcopal looks to get their folks on. 23 coming down with the hard alley dodge. Spins it over into X. Moves it up the left side. Number 7 is going to bring it over to 4, up to 25. Jack Manella ahead of steam, moves it around.
Mac Dixon got
Will Jacoby probing the right side. Chase Brezant. Looks like Chase got one in there. Danced a little bit behind X, drove hard on the left side. He looks to be their lefty. Put a good shot, a good low shot. Brisket looked like he got a piece of it. May have just trickled in between his feet and the stick there. A bit of an unlucky bounce, but certainly tip of the hat to Chase. He is on the board. And
little jump shot there from Chase.
I'm sure Coach McMinn over there at Utah is not going to mind seeing that one roll in the back of the goal if he, in fact, tuned in tonight.
Among our many listeners and viewers, I'm
Yes.
sure. Oh, big hit in the middle.
Big hit by number 5, broken stick, but Dean
Just eats
Doolin,
that
our
check.
sophomore, picks it up. Not a problem there. Dean Doolin, again, a sophomore, good football player as well. Skipped a couple of JV levels this year, was moved right up to the varsity level as a defensive back and kick returner, and you really saw his toughness there. Didn't really flinch on that hit, was able to retain possession for the Scots and make the clear.
Broke that stick. Ran right through that thing.
He did. Like butter, Rob. Like butter.
Like butter.
Just a little high for Wyatt. He's able to come back and retain possession.
Scots will reset here with Colton Highland on the wing.
Colton, a sophomore, going to be a prominent player in the future here for Highland Park. Important
nice.
member. Oh, beautiful play right there. And you can see why. That is just an absolute beautiful play coming down the right side, spins, loses his man, and has the wherewithal to put it right on the stick.
Finds that man, Henrik Johnson, once again.
Henrik, all I do is score goals. Johnson is making his presence known with 2 goals again tonight. Make that 5 in the last 2 games. But really got to tip your hat to Colton on that one. That was just an absolute beautiful
nice feathery
play.
pass into the middle there.
Something that
Quick stick by Henrik.
Henrik
In and out quick.
was able just to pop that one, get it out of his stick, as you said, really quick, Rob. Good to see those two link up.
Got a loose ball push there. Ball goes over to Episcopal.
A face-off violation there, so we were trying to sub off there to get Harrison Cullum in the game as quick as we could. They sent Henrik back. Now Henrik's out. Now Harrison Cullum's in. So a lot of dancing, but we're back to where we started. With 6-on-6 here. Matthew Park up 60 yards from the goal on 23. Push him to the side. Conrad Noble extending the defense out. That is one thing you will notice with these Highland Park Scots. They extend their poles and their defensive middies out to both the sidelines and the midfield.
Got a turnover by Episcopal there.
That is something that you see with Coach Dunn is an aggressive style, try to force turnovers, relying on slides, relying on communication, relying on athleticism, and he is not afraid to put those defenders out on an island 40 yards from the goal and dare the other team to beat them. So you saw that pressure get to Episcopal just a little bit there and made an errant pass. Highland Park ball.
McGinley, Miller, and Highland is our midfield unit at the moment.
McGinley coming in the middle, moves it over to James Allen.
Over to Connor McCutcheon behind the cage. Back up top.
Looks like Colton's going to back it out. Coach is talking to him. They may be running something for Colton. They're going to reward him from that last play. Let him have a go again. Right side dodge again. Finds another player. Henrik Johnson with the right hand this time. Not as proficient scoring with the right as he is with the left, but a good bounce shot there. Just went wide. Henrik moving it to Wyatt. Wyatt's got a chance to go to the goal if he wants it. The slide comes. He's running through the slide, moves it to Connor. Oh, just really nice play there by Connor. Just couldn't link up. Great pass. Henrik just couldn't quite find the ball in that traffic. But again, really nice play by Connor McCutcheon there. Looking for the cutter and almost had an easy one for Henrik.
Jackson McGinley behind. Now over to Connor. Wyatt Miller on the wing. Now down below the cage.
Wyatt turns and fires. It hits
Ball
traffic.
around.
The ball is loose. Maybe a push. James was in there. Nickname is the trash man. If that ball is bouncing around the net, there's a good chance James Allen's going to pick it up and put it in the net. That was his type of play. You know his eyes were big, and he wanted that one, Rob. We've seen him multiple times pick those up. And
Love watching James Allen play. It's a constant energy. Great ground ball. Smallest guy in the field, but comes up with ground ball after ground ball.
Consummate teammate as well, always dodging with his head up. Willing feeder, really, really skilled player. Someone that's going to play a big part here at the Highland Scots program. Here's Pierce Powers chasing number 11 around the right side. Again, that is Gavin Lewis. Gavin can move. You can see him. He's got good speed.
Episcopal throws the ball away there, trying to connect with the man behind the cage.
Looked like that was
shot it.
Looked like that was Tate Wardell. Maybe forced it a little bit. Looking on that backside skip pass, he did have a man open on the crease. Just couldn't connect. Bobbled pass by
That is Dean Doolin.
Dean Doolin, but he picks it up, is able to recover there. Brandon Lilly coming on. It looks like Dean maybe Staying on for offense here, number 28 in the middle of your screen. Again, Dean was
We got numbers.
Oh, we just
early.
left. Bodie Parr's eyes were big. He knew we had numbers there on the substitution game and just got stepped a little early.
Oh, nice play by number 10 for Episcopal. Just ran it right down the Scott's throat right there.
That's Nate Tenzer, the junior, there on that restart. Bodie was about a step and a half maybe behind Nate, and there was a foot race to the goal and just couldn't quite make the ground up, and Nate went ahead and put a good finish on it, bottom right side there on the run. Really nice finish for Nate there. Gives Episcopal a little life on the sidelines. Our coaching staff, certainly their players, like that one. We've got about 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in the game. Owen Leszewski with the face-off win. Pierce Powers with the ground ball. Moves it over to Matthew Park, safely in the offensive zone to Brandon Lilly. Out comes Pierce after doing his job, and the ball moves down to Henrik Johnson on the left side here. We're going to see if they're going to do a little big little here. They do. Nothing happening. We're going to move it over to Bodie Para on the left side. Bodie brings it out. Looks like he's going to have a go at it down this left side and comes across the middle. Continues dodging. Down to Henrik, running, coming up the left side to Bodie Parr to Brandon Lilly. Brandon dodging into the middle. The slide comes by 20. Good hard slide. Good check. Good discipline there. Jackson McGinley probing, nothing there. Over to Bodie Parr on the right side. He's dangerous on a right alley dodge here. That's where he goes, and thought he was gonna pull the trigger. To Henrik Johnson, pushes up the left side. Nothing going.
Skip over. See what.
You've got Connor McCutcheon sitting down there on the right. Let's see if they get involved. He is involved. He has got the ball. Moves it back over to Brandon. Up top to James Allen. Over to Henrik. Good patience, but Scots have got to be close with the shot clock here. Brandon Lilly. We don't see a shot clock here, but we have to be getting relatively close. We're not sure if they're keeping that on time or if there is an actual shot clock there. With this being a scrimmage, there may not be. Connor's got it. Looks like he's going to have a go at it. He's got the inside, working back behind X. Connor's comfortable with the ball in his stick and pressure. This is where he operates the best, is a holding attackman, looking to feed or finish over the top of his shoulder there. Certainly was not in any danger. Brandon Lilly with the spin coming up the left side.
Soaks up that rusty gate.
Episcopal teammates were wanting to see that ball loose. Got excited. Henrik right off the post for Henrik Johnson. Was making a big push to get a hat trick tonight and just couldn't quite get in there. Minute 51 left to go in the ball game today.
Just
James
missed
Allen.
that shot. Just missed.
Just missed right off the crossbar there. Good looking shot. Bodie Para working that right side. Connor McCutcheon on this
Got
right
a shorty
side,
now.
down on X on a shorty. Look to him to take advantage of this matchup. Slips it up top to an open man to Bodie Para. Episcopal playing good defense here. Highland Park continuing to probe, being patient, looking for a high quality shot in no rush as the, again, that's that turf. We've seen that a couple times, but here goes Episcopal. They are running the ball, pushing it up by number 6. I believe he's a face-off man, if I'm not right. Henry Cunningham. He may have been on the field that entire time.
Mac Dixon with the good ground ball there behind, and the good clear.
Good for Mac Dixon, our Monmouth commit. Good to see him make a nice play out there today. Brandon Lilly over to Jackson McGinley, who just sidesteps a big hit.
Timeout, Highland Park.
31 seconds left. We'll have to see what Coach Ledman and Coach Pressler dial up here with 31 seconds to go in the game. Certainly, this is, Rob, a little bit of what we were talking about with Coach Pressler, looking at more than just the scoreboard here. There's obviously some objective that he is looking to do with 31 seconds left.
Sure, I'm sure he's going to run a situational play for a practice play when you need a goal with 30 seconds to go.
Right, so he's using this opportunity, probably telling the boys it's a tie game, we got to go win the game. Here's our play. Again, always pushing these boys, always growing their game, growing their IQ, and challenging them in many different ways.
Got a new goalie in for Episcopal, number 2.
He's got a number 2. That's a practice jersey on. I don't have a number 2 listed as a goalie.
We got at number 35 as a long pole, too. Looks like he may be making his first appearance today.
All right, number 35. It looks like that may be Gus Scardino. If that's Gus, welcome to the game. Good to have you in there. Good to see you in. Highland Park's going to have the ball. Wyatt Miller up top. Wyatt Miller with the ball. Jackson McKinley. Colton Highland over here on this left side, left alley dodge for Colton. Spin back.
Oh, nice
good
play.
move by Colton.
Nice
and he
play.
puts it in. Look at Colton Highland, just the way the coach drew it up. Colton
Nice
Highland,
little re-dodge with the spin right there.
yeah, Colton Highland dodged left and rolled back. The entire team, including myself, thought he was going to spin that ball across the top, and does a nice little slip dodge and ends up putting one in the back of the net. So
Our final action of the game.
6-3, I believe.
8-4, I think.
8-4.
8-4.
8-4. 6-3. 8-4. I was apparently not watching the game close enough here. Once again, thank you for joining us.
Thank you again to our sponsors, Vista Bank, Allred Harris, JSX, and Sewell Automotive Group.
Thank you again, and have a great evening.
Thank y'all. I assume we'll see y'all tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Awesome.
Tomorrow, we'll be in the chamber 3.0 because we need to do commercial breaks in between each order. Okay. So, obviously, we just don't have time to tell you guys what it is. So, I'll bring a list of
Whatever you need us to do. We're total just, like if you could fill the dead time, that'd be great.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Between quarters and halftime and anything else, man. Let them roll. So.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank y'all.
On the board. This looks like it's going to be an easy score. It coming back top side and out. Foul that.
Greatness isn't given, it's earned. The sweat, the grit, the early mornings and late nights. When it's all on the line, you either step up or step out. Because fortune favors the bold. Vista Bank, entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912.
For over a century, we've been financing the American dream for those who dare to chase it. The job creators, the economic stimulators, the relentless entrepreneurs that refuse to be denied. For this we know, fortune favors the bold. Vista Bank, entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912.
Flying, sipping, shredding, soaring, skimming, searching, slouching, putting, petting, connecting, collecting, lounging, leading, boarding. 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 Now that's flying. This is how I fly.